Welcome to Subramani. I recently lost a friend about 10, 12 years senior to me. And I wanted to speak to his wife, and I suddenly realized that I did not even have her number. I'm sure if I call on his number, she will pick up and I will be able to speak to her. But the thing is, I don't even have her number. Once upon a time, long, long ago, when he was still in service, he used to consult me on and off for his investments. So it set me thinking what would be happening to IFAs who are not participating in the couples financial planning, which means you're talking to Mr. X and you're not talking at all to Mrs. X. You're not talking to, let's say, for a better word, X1 and X2. You're not talking to their children. There is absolutely no participation by the family in what you're doing, and this can be a very bad reason to lose your client. Let's say you have built up a 2 crore or a 3 crore client over a long period of time. He started with a 5,000 rupee SIP or a 500 rupee SIP, whatever. Slowly over a long period of time, built up decent corpus. You were always insisting that you should talk to the husband and the wife, but largely the husband was the decision maker. And the decision maker, and the wife came along and she seemed to agree with whatever he was saying. But maybe she was not participating fully. There were times when she would come and many times when she wouldn't come. So, but well, decisions were being taken. They were good friends. You attended common functions together, etc. So you thought that the wife also knew you well and the wife was also participating in the whole exercise. But to your shock, you realize that you don't even have her phone number. Right? There is a difference between you talking to the husband and the wife coming along, and you talking to the wife and making her participate in the decision. Some women are very reluctant. They would say, oh, that is his job. I am doing all the cooking. I am looking after the children. I look after their homework, their, all their classwork, their picnics. I go for the PTA meetings mostly alone. He's in office and all day, and so I don't want to do this because I think he'll dump this work also on me, which you feel is a very genuine thing, and you don't want to get into the couple's work life balance and work life divide and things like that. You don't want to, so you are happy with the view that she has taken, and the relationship continues. Maybe the relationship was 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. Then suddenly one day you realize that the husband has died, or the husband is not well, and the husband is admitted in hospital, and you have no clue who they are because you have no contact other than his email ID and his phone number. You don't have any contact with her, and well, he is dead, or something like that happens. So she just fires you. It's very easy for IFAs to lose AUM simply because they did not pay enough attention to the fact that they were addressing that he or she was addressing a couple and not just the man. There are a lot of women who feel insecure with women financial planners. I do not know how women financial planners and women FD will adjust to that, but I have seen women saying that, oh, I'm not very comfortable meeting that lady for financial planning for whatever reasons. I'm not getting into that. So I have heard that also. So if you genuinely do not want to lose clients because of death. I mean, of course, you lose the client, but you don't want to lose the AUM. You don't want to lose the family relationship. It is necessary that you sit with them and tell them what is important. It is not very important that you send out glossy reports. What is important is the statements are accurate, the goals are linked, right? So all those things people have to understand. Typically, if I were a banker and I was wooing a client who was with an IFA, I would say you can do everything in one place. You can get all your statement here at 2 a.m. If you want your NAV, you can get it here. Look, these are the fantastic applications which our bankers created. Now, most people would fall for it and say, wow, this is great. But no, it makes no sense to buy all your products from your bank, because there are much better and cheaper ways of buying. And believe me, the convenience is far less worth than the money that you're losing because of the charges that you're paying. So you have to be able to understand that. Now you as a financial advisor may understand, but whether your client is able to understand, I do not know. Now we'll soon hit 8th of March and you will have a pink savings account and a pink life insurance and a pink mutual fund. Makes no sense. Just because it's Women's Day, there will be product launches, there will be programs, there will be videos, there will be YouTube videos and blog posts, video calls, TV programs, all saying, oh, women and this and that. It does not mean anything. Frankly, your goals and your investments have to match. That's all. It is not very gender centric. I'm not saying it is not at all gender centric, because a young girl will be told at the age of 23, don't buy a house. After you marry, your husband may also have a house, so you will not be able to pay the EMI or things like that. Boys are never told that. Men are never told that. Men are encouraged to travel. Men are encouraged to take up jobs outside the city of their upbringing, saying, oh, go there, there are better prospects. Women are rarely told those things. How will you go and stay there alone? How will you live there? You might as well stay here. So what if you earn a few thousand rupees less, or maybe today even a couple of lakhs less? Right? So the advice that men get and the boys get and girls get is different. I agree to that. But having said that, once you start, the least cost term insurance without return of premium, which is a pure term insurance, is good for both the boys and the girls, right? So it doesn't really matter. Now, if there is nobody dependent on you and you think there is nobody ever going to be dependent on you, let's say you are the son of a rich boy or you're the daughter of a rich family, both of you perhaps don't need term insurance at all, simply because you've decided not to get married. So which means there is nobody financially dependent on you. Here again, the boy may get a different advice and girl may get a different advice. So I digressed. But assuming that there is a couple for whom you are doing financial planning, it is necessary that they understand what you're doing. It is necessary that the husband and wife understand what you're doing. Somebody can come. I remember Karvi going to a client who was being serviced by an IFA and saying, look, you can get everything here, and then those were people shifting their equity portfolio to Karvi, and then opening an account, demat account with Karvi. Now you know one part of the organization is corrupt. Why would you stick for the other portions? You don't know what can go wrong. Of course, they'll all come back. Most people come back with a new name, with a new different set of same set of people, right? When Arthur Andersen closed down, it is not as though the chartered accountants there and the MBAs there committed suicide. They all found other jobs. The same people were now working under different brands. But the brand is killed, not the people, right? The same people will come back. And so somebody comes to your wife or your daughter and says, look, that man is old, he's giving wrong advice, this is not true, this is more glamorous, here is a glossy report. The problem is you have not spent enough time with your family to say what is genuine advice, what is correct advice. So the loss is multifold. The loss is, of course, for the financial advisor, he loses AUM. The loss is also for the family, because they do not know what kind of financial advisor they should seek. That also you should have been an important part of the syllabus that you spoke with your family, right? When you're talking financial planning, you say, why this financial planner? Why this dentist? Why this gastroenterologist? Why this gynecologist? You know the reasons, right? Having known the reasons is not enough. Your spouse should also know the reasons. Your children should know the reasons. So when your daughter wants to start a 2,000 rupee SIP, if she turns to the same financial advisor, good for you. If she finds her own financial advisor, make sure that she understands the process of finding the financial advisor and what to look for in a financial advisor. Are you looking for glamour? Are you looking for something looking very sexy? YouTube is full of advice for you. Should you buy or rent? If you get a lump sum, should you repay a loan or should you continue to pay the EMI? And this repay or invest is such a funny advice that you can look perfectly right for 2 years, and you can look perfectly wrong over 5-year period, right? It's a matter of chance. So I'm sorry, I'm digressing. So your family should know the process of why the financial planner has been selected or the MFD has been selected, and there should be genuine interaction with the family. This is important for all of us around. Thank you.